right, college algebra. So after talking to Jennifer this morning, we decided that it would be a good idea to give you a few hints and suggestions and help on a few of the problems that you're going to have in your homework. So we're going to start here with number 35. All right. This is actually in a quadratic form. So if I look at this problem instead, I know I can factor it this way. So I'm going to factor this in that same fashion. I'm going to take apart my 8 with the -2 and the -4, and they add to the -6, that is the second coefficient. To break apart the e to the 2x, I'm going to lead with e to the x and e to the x. And I do that because when I multiply them together, I'm going to add those exponents. So that makes the e to the 2x. If you FOILed that out completely, you'd be right back at the original problem. Then we're going to set each factor equal to 0. And then you can do one of two things. You can take the natural log on both sides, or you can just switch these over to log form. So we have log base e of 2 equals x, and log base e of 4 equals x. And then we know log base e is the natural log. Now the directions say to leave your answers in exact form. Number 39 is very similar, so I'll go ahead and get you going on that one. Except this time your base is 5, not an e. So if I looked at this problem first, I would move the 28 over to the left, and then I would factor and go from there. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to go ahead and get that 28 moved over. Break apart that -28 into factors that add to 3. And then instead of using e to the x, I'm going to have, and I just saw a mistake here. Hang tight. There we go. I'm going to have 5 to the x here and here. I'm going to set those equal to 0. And then I'm going to switch them to logarithmic form. So log base 5 of -7 equals x. Log base 5 of 4 equals x. I can't take the logarithm of any negative number, so that answer is tossed out, and there's our answer. And then after I finished with Jennifer today during our conference this morning, I got to thinking about number 71. I believe that's a question from the past that has given kids some trouble, so I thought I'd go ahead and get through that one with you as well. So let's see. Okay. I have a logarithm on each side. I'm going to go ahead and put them together on the same side of the problem. I want to take these two logarithms and condense them. So I do that by dividing the arguments. And then I'm going to switch it to an exponential. So the base here is 10 because that's a common log. So 10 to the third equals 9x plus 5 over x plus 2. So that's 1,000. And then I'm going to multiply both sides by x plus 2. And solve. And then I'm going to take 1,000 minus 9, so that would be 991. And then negative 1995. All right. If I take and put that in my calculator, negative 1995 divided by 991, I get about negative 2.01. If I go back and check, if I put that here or here for x, these arguments are going to be negative, and so this answer does not check. Please make sure that on any problems where you get no solution, you verify that with your work. You can't just write down a problem and say no solution without verifying the work behind it. I hope this helps you with this assignment. Please email me if you have any other questions.